Hello small ghouls, it's me, Big Ghoul. Today I'm here to tell you about my favorite games of 2022. Very original idea, no one has done before. I came up with it myself. Now I'm not going to be doing exactly what other people do, I think. And instead of talking about games from 2022 that I played and liked, I will talk about
ravioli.
Or games that I played.
Mamma mia.
However, I will try to keep this to games I played for the first time, since otherwise this would be just the same games I've been playing for like 3 years. Real quick though, some honorable mentions. I'm just gonna rapid fire through these. Kirby and the Forgotten Land. I've played most of the Kirby games since I've been a fan of the series since I was like -2 million. This is one of the best Kirby games I've played. Middle Hellsinger. This is probably gonna be the 2023 list if I make one, since I played it like once in 2022. But pretty fun game even though I suck at it. Gary's Mod. This isn't on the list since I first played Gmod in 2020, and despite not really getting into Gmod until this year, I'm still just gonna say it doesn't make the cut. Spider-Man. This almost made the list since technically it is a different game since I played the remastered version this year as opposed to the original I played in like 2019, but I decided against it. It really makes you feel like Spider-Man. Finally, Hades. Almost made the list since it's one of my favorite games, but I did play it pretty extensively in 2021, so it'll go on that list if I didn't go in there video for 2021. Huh? Alright, so with that out of the way, I shall get into the real list for my original video concept in which I talk about my favorite games of the year. Real quick though, I'm gonna just be a YouTuber for a second and say that if you end up enjoying the video, give a like, subscribe to the channel, and go on out to the street and become a rat, okay? Okay, this is gonna be a bit controversial, but Overwatch 2 is kinda not that bad. Hear me out, okay? It's kinda not that bad, especially if you're playing with a group of friends and nobody's taking it that seriously, and you're all talking about a new Roadhog emote where he jump ropes booty naked oiled up. Plus, the feeling of pulling off a sick play, winning the game. Not even winning the game, just pulling off a sick play. And then you just know in the back of your head, oh, this is going to play the game. And then, as the music swells up, and you see play of the game, and it's you, and it's your play, it's just chef's kiss. But yeah, also the game's pretty fun. Monetization sucks though, plus the game is just overall downgrade from Overwatch 1 in some aspects, but at least it's still pretty fun. Unlike all the other games on this list though, I don't really recommend this one. Unless you have a bunch of friends to play it with and also want to sell Blizzard your soul. Give me a soul! Give me a soul! Holy shit, why did I not play Yakuza sooner? Yakuza 0 is the dumbest game I have ever played, and I fucking love it. If you've ever heard anyone talk about this game, you've probably heard this before, but for those that have never heard of this game or have never heard of anything about it, let me explain. In this game, you have these grizzled Yakuza members in the story that, from what I've played, is always taking itself pretty seriously, with these emotional moments, and then 5 seconds later, when you're not playing the story, this happens. Wait, hang on, that's not even the funniest thing. Wait, no, that's not it either. That's not it either. You know, we're gonna be here all day, so let me just go over some of the absurd shit in this game. In this game about Yakuza and murder and crime, you can do karaoke, you can dance, you can kill people by breakdancing, you can manage a real estate business, you can have phone sex, you can watch porn, which gives you an achievement, you can get a chicken who's named the Nugget. That's not even scratching the surface. The duality between the serious story and the goofy side content, plus the fun combat and banger soundtrack, makes this one of the dumbest games I've played in the best way possible. The only reason why it's so low on this list is because I played it for like 2 seconds. I don't like fighting games. I don't like anime either. So why the fuck is Guilty Gear Strive so goddamn good? Now, I was first introduced to this game via a recommendation on YouTube of one of the characters' themes, which I'll go into later, which led to me listening to the soundtrack pretty much exclusively for a month or 2, and that's because it fucking slaps.
That is bullshit. Blazing, still my heart is blazing.
That's not the only thing that slaps. Everything about this game. The presentation, the visuals, the animation, the aforementioned music, as well as the character designs and the actual attacks the characters do, and the big slap that the characters do. It's all incredible. Guilty Gear Strive was one of the most fun fighting games I've played, and while there is some characters from the old Guilty Gear games that I think are missing, Slayer, the current roster is pretty good. Now I'm going to talk about the soundtrack some more. The song I mentioned earlier that got me into this game was Armor Clad theme of Potemkin, also known as Joker. Speaking of the Joker, there's a secret Easter egg with this song, and that's actually, it's a Joker Easter egg. Society, your society. Don't believe me? Listen to this. I'm a fool, I know nothing, I may sound like a silly clown. This song's about the Joker. Now where's the Batman DLC Arc System Works? Give me the Batman DLC. Okay, technically I first played this game in like 2019 or 2020 or something, but I've played for like 30 minutes and didn't really play it until this year, so I'm still counting it. Anyway, The Messenger is really good, go play it. Okay, fine, I'll give an actual reason. I've not really been a fan of old NES-style games. Shovel Knight's good, but it's really the only one I've played that I've also liked. But The Messenger doesn't really feel like a game trying to emulate old NES games, which I can also say for Shovel Knight. It feels like it's a lost NES game, except minus the bullshit difficulty and with much faster, more modern gameplay. That doesn't mean the game's not hard, it's still very difficult. Plus, it still has the Banger Chiptune soundtrack and the phenomenal pixel art. If you haven't played The Messenger yet and you want to, go do it. It's like $15, and I promise you, you're going to get a lot more time out of it than you probably think you will. And that's for one simple reason that I'll tell you in a second, because I'm gonna spoil something. So if you want to play it and you haven't heard anything about it except for what I've just said, and you want to go play it. The one simple reason why you're gonna get more time out of this game is that it's secretly a Metroidvania. I went into this game not really knowing what to expect, so halfway through when the game drops the 8-bit aesthetic, I was like, what? Huh? And then when it revealed that it was secretly Metroidvania, I was like, ooh. Then when I played it more and realized this is one of the best Metroidvanias I've ever played, I was like, Now this is a bit of a spoiler, I guess, but also this shit is in the trailers or whatever. Also, I forgot to mention this game is really funny sometimes. Anyone go play The Messenger right now! Do it! Devil May Cry 5 is one of the coolest games ever made. No, scratch that. It's the coolest game ever made. This game has been on my radar since 2020, but after playing Metal Gear Rising this year, I decided to pick it up since Metal Gear Rising was pretty good. Not good enough to be on the list. And that was a pretty good decision, because this game, very good. Each character makes you feel like a complete badass, especially when the music gets louder and more intense as you level your style meter. I've been a fan of the Metroid series for a while, despite still having not played half the games. But from what I've played, Metroid Dread is probably the best Metroid game yet. Never once did I think a Metroid game would make me genuinely scared, but some of those enemy zones are terrifying when you're low health, don't know where to go, you can hear the enemy chasing you. Thank God you get a checkpoint whenever you enter one of those zones, because otherwise they'd be even more, for instance, they fucking instantly kill you. Even besides that, though, the game is a bit unnerving at times. The game nails the general uneasiness and isolated feeling that Metroid games so often can give. Not to say that Metroid Dread is a horror game or that it's even scary, really, but it's probably the scariest Metroid has been, except maybe Fusion. I don't know, I haven't played Fusion. Okay, so remember how I said Devil May Cry 5 was the coolest game ever made? Devil May Cry 5, coolest game ever made. Yeah, I lied. Doom Eternal is the coolest game ever made. Now, technically, I did play this game in 2021, and not like a teeny tiny bit. I played half of the game, but I love this game too much to not include it on the list. Doom 2016 is one of my favorite games of all time, but this game makes Doom 2016 look like God. Doom Eternal is like Sonic the Hedgehog compared to 2016, which is like Desert Bus. Never mind, this is actually faster than Doom 2016. Now, I do think that Doom 2016 is better in some aspects. For starters, the story's better, the atmosphere's better, and I like Doom Guy's suit more. But overall, Doom Eternal is what Doom 2016 should have been. If you're a silly little hooligan, that is, because actually Doom 2016 should have been bad rats. Doom Eternal sucks. Fuck you, Ubisoft. Deep Rock Galactic is one of the best games I have ever played. It's the first game in a long while that just activates some little goblin inside of my brain that makes me want to play this game and play nothing but this game. And honestly, I'm tempted to just end the segment here, but I should probably try to explain why I like this game so much. For starters, the combat is very simple. You just shoot your gun at the bugs that are attacking you. But the sheer numbers of bugs that swarm you at higher levels is insane. The last time I saw this many bugs was in a Bethesda game. Anyway, the combat's good, and the fucking soundtrack, ooh, mamma mia, it's a masterpiece. I've been playing it in the background for this whole segment. I'm just gonna stop talking though. I'm just gonna let you listen to some of it. Now, that's ignoring all the other stuff like the customization and the weapon mods and the stupid community.
Mushroom. Guys, are you blind? Hey,
If this isn't proof enough that you should play Deep Rock Galactic, then I don't know what is. Okay, so remember how I said Devil May Cry 5 was the coolest game ever made? Devil May Cry 5 is the coolest game ever made. And then I said how Doom Eternal was the coolest game ever made. Doom Eternal is the coolest game ever made. Yeah, I lied again. Ultra Kill is the coolest game ever made. Now, I've already made a video about this game, but of course it's more of a review than whatever that video was. And I'm also trying to get you to play/buy the game, so I can't just be like, go watch my video. I mean, go do that anyway, but finish watching this first play. Anyway, Ultra Kill is like if you combine Devil May Cry and Doom Eternal and made it like 10 times cooler. Everything about this game oozes style. The music, the gameplay, the, fucking style meter. It's also goddamn stylish. And the best part, it's not even done yet. There's still a whole act of the game that hasn't been added, plus some secret levels are missing. The only thing that is missing forever is the sex update. Let me do the ultra sex. Fix your shitty ass game, Nintendo. You knew this was coming. I feel like I don't even need to explain this one. It's Elden Ring. It's Game of the Year.
I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton.
The atmosphere, the lore, the environment, the actual gameplay, the music, everything. It's just masterful. Go play Elden Ring. I'm not making jokes anymore. Go play Elden Ring right now. I don't care if you played it already. Go play it again. You know what? I'm gonna go play Elden Ring right now. Be right back. I think I bought the wrong Elden Ring. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope I somehow convinced you to play some good games that you might have missed in the previous year. I might make this a yearly series, and I also might go back and do a best of 2021, best of 2020. Actually, yeah, if this video gets like 15 likes, let's say, I'll definitely 100% do a best of 2021 and best of 2020 video. I'll probably do it anyway, but it's good to have some engagement on the video, you know? Anyway, yeah, that's it for this video. Subscribe or I'll eat a horse.